All right, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch the stream, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday afternoon. It is getting closer to the end of the week, even though today is my last day for this week. But I find, I don't know what it is, but for myself, I find streaming for 4 days is actually not too bad compared to streaming like 5 or 6 days out of the week. I don't know how some people can do it, but others, like myself, I can't really do that. Even though that I stream not like hours and hours on end, but I stream in the amount of some stuff, you know. I like to say it is a great thing to actually have a, um, you know, a better life sometimes when you are streaming. But I find it hard sometimes um, when you stream, when I stream. Like some of these guys that I see sitting down for 8, maybe 10 hours. The next day they might be there for about 4 or 5 hours, you know, and so forth. I don't know how these people can actually stay on in their seats gaming, especially when they have their own family, right? You want to spend some time with your daughter, with your wife, or with your kids or whoever you have. Spending time doing what you do does bring in the money for your self with your family in that, right? But here's the thing. You have to you have to do all this and then you got really no time to do very much of anything else. I like to mention that when you get older, okay, when you get older and not like I'm 45 and some of you are probably in their late 20s and their early 30s, maybe mid 30s or closely to 40s, whatever. Would you guys ever stream the amount of time or would you stream the amount that you can stream? Like for me, I think I could actually stream for 5 hours. Now, 5 hours is considered not very much and not very long, you know. Um, People do it, during a certain time, and that. But there's not very much games out there to stream that long, like every day. Because there's certain games out there that are probably like, I don't know, 20 hours plus, And when you have something like that, it tends to be a little bit more stressful. If you guys are wondering if you hear through my mic any banging or anything like that, they are fixing, uh, they're putting in a door or something down below me. So I can't do anything about it as much as I want to. I can't do anything about the noise. So I just want to let you guys know that about it with the noise thing. So throughout my stream, you're going to hear a lot of banging, a lot of other stuff, and that I'm hoping that they will be finished within a half an hour or something like that. So that would be a great time, or at least a half an hour to an hour. Hopefully, it wouldn't be. I tried my best to m- make it so that the stream wouldn't hear a lot of this hammering and all that stuff. Um, but anyways, um, about the streaming part now, I'm gonna go back to. Now, I like to stream and all that stuff, but they give you a certain amount. But I like to stream as much as I can, and I can't stream from Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday because I really need that rest. Um, During the evening, like in the evenings, it's hard for me to actually stream from a certain time to a certain time because a lot of people start to go to bed at like say like around 10 or something. And then I can't really stream because I could be too loud for them because they have an early day of work the next day, right? So for me, I tried to figure out what to do in that situation. Like I could stream a little bit early, but you're gonna hear a lot of noises in that, and I'm trying my best to make it so that the noise level would be a little bit lower than than anything else. Like it's not your guys' fault. It's not really. It's just the situation of my situation that I can't seem to have a anything like that. So um, in that. But here's the other thing is it's like when I get older, what will happen? I don't know what will happen. There's several things that could happen in my lifetime. But one of my things that I like to do, and hopefully I don't get really too badly sick or anything, that when I go to the hospital, or not hospital, but when I go, um, down further down the line, the time that when I try to get on to being, be able to do stuff on streaming platforms where I'll be able to get income from streaming platforms, the only way for me to do that is to do a lot more. But I put my foot in the door doesn't mean that my foot will stay in that door. I'm hoping to open it a little bit wider so that I can put just about my whole body in, where I can like have the door swing open so that I'll be able to do a little bit more with you guys. Maybe even socializing it a little bit longer too. Um, if I can, I will try to stream at a certain time for maybe 5 hours or something for 4 days, and then that way right there I can be able to have my breaks um, through Friday and Sunday, um, so that I be able to, and I be able to eat as well. Like as a single person with nobody around to actually do this, I have to make a lot of stuff on my own and cook and all that stuff. So I could probably not hang up the stream or shut off the stream. I can probably keep the stream going, but the stream will be on with me not socializing with you or be able to see you guys um, very much. But I could try. I can really do try. Maybe I could. Maybe I'll bring my mic, not my mic, my headset, my gear, start cooking up some supper or something, and socialize as much as I can. Maybe that might actually help me out in the future. Will I ever stream a cooking thing? What I do? Don't know, actually. If I know how to put the camera in a certain area, I probably can. The camera is not really a camera; it's more like my cell phone. That's the camera. So, because you can read chat with that, right? You can read chat and everything else like that. But it's going to be hard for me to do and then be able to have in that. But once I do that, then you guys can maybe see what I do and what I cook and all that, and then maybe it might be a cooking show, sort of. in how I cook. The only difference is that I don't know how to cook a lot of things, And especially now these days, I can't cook like beans anymore because my system will not allow it. It just my system is no good anymore to cook up beans and that, which is surprisingly. It is sad. It is sad to know that. So, and well, for me, anyways, it's sad because I would love to do what I like to do for 5 days, 4 days a week for 5 hours and all that stuff. It would be kind of cool, or like 5 hours is a little bit over than a little bit. 5 hours is actually a really good time because you get for 4 days it's 5, 10, 15, so 20 hours, 20 hours a week throughout the time. But out of that 5 hours, I get to stream out of that and then go forth, right? But I I for myself want to do a lot more. I want to do a lot more if I can. Like maybe one day I might stream maybe a little bit longer than 5 hours. Like try to stream 7 hours in one time. Maybe that would help out. Like if I can get like at least 6 hours in. At least 6 or 7 hours in. Maybe once every week. Just starting at one time and then see from that probably be good. But if I have like appointments or anything like that, it's just a little bit hard to do it during the day because of those appointments. Now I have a eye doctor's appointment on on Monday that starts at 2, and I don't know how long it's going to be. My second appointment will be around um, in the morning at 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 on the third. So when I have those appointments, I gotta be there and everything else. But during the week, I don't think I have any appointments during the week at all. At that time, there might be more later on that month, but hopefully not on the days that I have appointments. Um, because I don't want to end up being blinded or being anything that could affect me in that direction. Um, being firm and being a lot, it does take a toll on a person. Now you look at Doctor Disrespect, you look like Tim the Tatman. Um, you know, Tim the Tatman has some health issues as well. It looks like he's getting a little bit better on his um, food situation. Every time he does something, he does eat like small meals, put in certain amount so that he can lose a bit of weight. Um, but it's kind of hard for him because he can easily gain that weight back because his body is um, is wanting that. And he's doing everything that he does to keep himself healthy by going to the gym, doing some stuff with his family, going out golfing. Even going out golfing is not a bad idea. And I like to golf too, but I just don't have anybody to golf with. Um, I wish I could, but not a lot of people like that. Like to golf. They like doing something like bowling. Bowling is not a bad thing either. It helps out with your arms. you're bending your legs, even your back sometimes. But sometimes it is hard because you're doing a lot of bending and a lot of with with your one hand, you're tossing with one hand all the time instead of switching your other hand to do the same. So you're always stronger on one arm than you are with the other arm. Um, yeah, with a lot of things that are happening, it is something that I think will be um, a challenge. I think a lot of people know that when you have a challenge out there, they like to challenge you on a lot of stuff. Your health is one of them, and some other things. And sometimes with that, if you have to go between two things, if you go with two things, and you got one other thing, which is your stress level, and whatever stress level that you are, which one would you take? Would be your health, right? I would take my health seriously than anything else until my how I feel perks up before I do anything else. Now, I told you about the new drug that I'd be taking. Um, that would be on Tuesday. I'd be taking this one drug, and they're gonna infuse me with the drug. It's gonna be a bigger dosage, and see how I do on that dosage, and then they're gonna shrink it down a little bit. And what I mean by shrinking it down is that they're going to shrink down the dosage so that I'm not taking as much of a dosage later on. I think for the first dosage, I think it's like 300 or 600 and something, and then the last dosage is supposed to be 100 and something. So uh, I'm just guessing for the dosage. It's 300 milliliters ml, which is milliliters. So once I figure out what I'm doing with this drug here, then I have to have a sort of like a they're gonna they're gonna know more about me as they get to know and see how I am. Now I do have like shaky hands, so with me having shaky hands, it's hard for me to pin myself without, I could stab myself, but my hands might twitch or something like that. And some people, they will stand and they will take it, and no problem. Once they get used of it, it's all right. But once you don't get used of it, it's kind of hard. It's almost like you have what, type 2 or I can't remember if it's type 2 or type 1 diabetes, where you have to put the needle in your gut so that your whole system is good. Now, that right there is something, And then I have to carry this thing around me all the time. I have to wash my hands when I go and do something. I have to wash my hands. I have to make sure that I'm okay. Just whatever, vaccinize myself so that I don't get any sickness or flu bugs or anything like that, which is understandable, right? So it's like this drug is supposed to be like Remicade, but the bad part about the drug is um, it's a little bit more potent. I think that's what they said, a little bit more potent, but it does have the same things as Remicade, but just a little bit more potent. So I am not on Remicade anymore. I am still taking that Azaphane or Azaprime, whatever, um, until I take this drug. And then after that drug, I don't need to take it anymore. So, um, and then I don't because after when I take that drug, I don't really need it because it was that one drug that I'm taking was for the Remicade, so that the Remicade doesn't get rejected. My body doesn't reject the Remicade off of this. But do I need these pills still? I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know, you know. And once my body feels a bit better, and it hasn't been, my body hasn't been that great for a while this year, since April, April or May. I think it was April. Didn't? Yeah, it was in April when I had the black stool, watery stool that I had it for the first time. And then it was in May that I had it again, the watery black stool. And then I had it another time, but it wasn't dark as it used to be on the third one. It kind of lightened up, but I still had darkness in my stool, watery stool. It was kind of dark, and then after that, it starts slowly getting better as it gone through. So it started in April, and then it slowly gotten pretty bad there for a little bit. Then I told my doctor. They did a colonoscopy. They did an upper endoscope twice, and then they did something else, and that was it. And or CT scan, and then after that CT scan was a the thing that they saw in my gut, and they looked at a couple places and saying, "Yep, there's two spots in your small intestine that didn't look good. It was kind of inflamed a little bit." So they said to me that I have, or the doctor just came out and he didn't give me any time to process. He didn't want, and I understand the doctor because for any guy that gets called saying that you have Crohn's disease and the guy reacts angrily saying that no I don't, or rethink that he doesn't and all that, it does do a lot of um, damage to the person, uh, it, like as a male, as a male. But for a lady, I don't know if the ladies are the same or not. Sometimes it's their emotions that will get, and doctors will rush them out before they start, bawling their eyes out, or guys starting to, get aggressive with the doctor. And a lot of doctors don't like patients like that. But for me, I'm not that aggressive. I may question and say, "Are you sure that I have it?" And all that stuff, because sometimes doctors do give not a false report, but it could be a report that it seemed like that I had Crohn's disease, but it was a what is it called, misreputation, I guess, to to um, to get, you know for the results to come back. Now, some people, they might just only have colitis, right? Colitis is not bad. You know what to do. You got to, eat meals that would be good, that can digest in your system, and all that. But a lot of people, and especially some dietitian doctors, will say you should be eating a lot more fiber. Now, fiber is a thing that I won't be able to eat very much, because the fiber can easily damage even more in my system. Now, I'm at the, what is it? I have a borderline, what is it called? Something to deal with, I think, with the fiber content inside me. where I can go 50-50. So um, in the future, I might not be able to take any fiber. And fiber comes in vegetables, bread, you know, in in fruit. So if I have too much of that, it could do damage in my system. It can scratch the inner walls that could inflame anything in my gut. So I try to make sure that I have something that I can eat. Like even with pizza, like I like eating pizza. I think a lot of us do eat a lot of pizza or eat a lot of bread or even cereals, and they all have pretty good fiber in it. But how much fiber can a person have? And that's what I'm not too sure of. Like if I have a pizza, like individual pizza, which is not that big, it's only 4 slices in that individual pizza. Would I be able to, would I be able to handle that and handle a little bit more? Maybe, because you need fiber for solid stools. When you have solid stools, you'll be able to go through. But the stools have to be what you call it soft and everything else so that your gut doesn't get any sore. But yeah, that's the thing about, you know, for me to stream, I like to stream as long as I can if my body will allow it. But in the future, and I told you this already, that I'm on disability right now. I can't stream as long as I want to stream, but there is going to be a point where I do want to stream, and it's going to be like maybe 5 hours, or maybe a little bit longer than five, maybe 7 hours one time, or 6 hours, 6.5, or something like that. And if I do a couple of streams like that, that'd be great, and then the rest I can kind of do like a smaller stream, like 4 hours instead, or maybe 3.5 hours, and that would be all right as well. The only thing is, like I said, my health is the one that I'm kind of curious about, especially 20 years down the line when I'm out of disability. I'll be able to make a certain amount of revenue for myself so that I can afford, the medicine, the doctor, like the medicine and all that stuff, because a lot of companies will not allow a person in if they're on disability, or if they're off a disability but they don't have any money for that, and then that just wouldn't happen. So the only way I have left is once I hit 65, once I hit that, that would be the time that I'd be working again, but my ability to work wouldn't be anything significant because I don't know how my body would be in 20 years. Um, in that time, I might be on a stoma bag, or I might have like removal of my small intestines, or my voice, or my throat. Like Crohn's disease hit you from the bottom up, and it could go anywhere down, down the line. I might not be able to talk to you guys, which I'm wish they can. My eyesight is another one that could go too, because with Crohn's disease, it affects the eyes. As much as as much as you want, and you got to always keep active, which I am always active. I go up and down these stairs, up and down every day, because I live on the top. So when you live on the top, you have to go up and down those stairs, no matter what. So I am getting bit of exercise, but not a lot of exercise, um, in that. So um, maybe in the future I would get into um, like weightlifting and all that stuff, maybe, just so that my arms won't be tensing up, because there is a chance of me getting arthritis in my joints. Pretty every anybody could get arthritis in their later days, but not now, you know? Anyways, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch the stream, I hope you all will enjoy this stream. If you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't want to, or if you are new here, if you already have subscribed to this channel, please put a thumbs up or a like so that I know that you are liking this video or this stream. But anyways, I just want to say uh, this might be my last day on this game, or it could be not the last day. I don't know. I'll see how long it is because it seemed like I'm pretty much almost finished this game. It might take me another day or two, so that means Tuesday or Wednesday, Monday or Tuesday. I might be finished this game. If I don't finish it today, I might be Monday or Tuesday of next week, depending on how much longer I got in this game. So, alright, let's go and load up the game, shall we? Alright. I'm just hoping that I can stream at the end. Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't save it? I thought I saved it. Didn't I save it? Load. Let's see about this one. I'm pretty sure this is it right here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So looks like I have to do some more. Alright. Alright, it seems like I'm gonna have to repeat this. At least I didn't have to repeat that one part. There we go. Alright, now. Right back here. We're gonna go with this one. Yeah, because she got to be up this way. Alright, now. There we go. Oops, wrong way. Alright, fireball, that cyclone. Cyclone, storm strike, thunderbolts, terrain, rain. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Hydro bomb, cold wave, ice wall. You know what? Electrical. If they're in the water, this would actually do very good here if they're close to water. Same thing with these ones. They're close to water. If they're on land, you can get them on these ones here. Sends forth a glacier wind and inflict ice damage on a single enemy. Okay, try that one. And this one here, gonna change to this one. Yeah, cyclone instead. And then this one is the water one, so we're going to use cyclone. And no, I think this is okay. 2 fires, 1 ice. This guy's an elemented, element, uh, element. There we go. Element person. So he uses fire, these things here, water. So he's pretty much everything for element. Let's get another one. Not yet. Hang on. There we go. This one's last, so let's go with light arrow purification. Eyes, light move. Divine. Protects an ally with the light. Okay, you know what? This one, divine. Um, oh, hard. We're gonna have to go with. I can't go. Fireball. This one, you move the ally closer to you. If they're further away and if they're getting beat up, you can transport them. You know what? I do that. See how that goes. Hang on. He's same thing. Okay. Purification. Okay, I do this one too. This guy is a person. Develops to prevent target from using magic for 1 turn. Cannot. You know what? Could do that if I wanted to. If damage increase their power by 10. Alright, try that one. Okay, looks like everything is done. So everything is done. Let's see here. So yeah, looks like I gotta go around do all these things. I forgot to save, it looks like. I thought I saved it, but I guess I didn't, so. Gotta do this guy first.
You've all been doing an excellent job here in Faunacht. I know some of you may have doubts about the training regimen lately. But I promise you this. The High Commander and I believe that what you're all doing is vital to our future success. Now here are your new assignments.
Alright, everybody else is boosted up, so.
I'll end things here for today. Back to training, everyone.
All right. I wish that I could hear this guy talking, but yeah, I guess in a way I just have to deal with it, you know? Hmm. You ever thought of being a bishop yourself? Helping people, helping the poor, and everything else like that? I don't know. For me, it'd be kind of weird for me to actually do the poor because there's just going to be so much of that happening around a lot of places. And speaking of being poor and that, there is quite a bit that is happening today. You see it with a lot of people, especially when it comes to with so much that is happening. Pretty soon, sooner or later, what's going to happen is that a lot of people are going to go into what is called a fight, an internal fight, where they bring their own problems inside the country that they escape to. And once that happens, it's no different than where they used to live. You know what I mean? It's going to be it's going to go it's going to be one of those hard things to know. Like, do you really need more people coming in? All of them want is freedom and kind of dispatch, but with the politics in any country, it's going to get worse for these refugees in the future. It's not going to get any better. What will happen is that places that are open will be closed to them in the future, meaning that people are trying to get away from war and famine and all of that. Well, it's going to be to the point where a lot of a lot of people are going to be angry, and once they get angry, they're going to not stop for anything, and then they're going to bring that problem, and then they're going to have that problem. Like what I mean is, there were two ethnic groups in Canada here, and one was attacking to the other. So they were trying to have like a what is called a culture event where their culture is right there and that. But you have another group that wants to attack that group because their land's been not discriminated, but just almost like it's been not destroyed, but throughout the years in war and all that stuff, their land's been pretty much not good, you know. So they're trying to pick a fight, but once someone interferes in their fight in that, then they will say racial stuff, right? But here's the thing: if you're trying to prevent fighting within the country, sometimes these people got to understand that you came here for peace. You didn't come here to fight for other cultures. Now, this is what I'm really worried about. This is what I'm really worried about. Other countries are going to probably do be the same, which means that something will happen in that country, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty at all because it's just they're going to bring the war with them into a new country because of the ethnic groups that they don't like. You got to have peace, and that's why they left their country so that they can be somewhere where it's nice and peaceful. But we're seeing ethnic groups that are starting to go against each other, and sooner or later, you got one hell of a big explosion with these ethnic groups, and in that, and then they would say a lot about race and all that stuff, so that they can keep doing what they want to do, which is fighting with another ethnic group. Now, if that is true, the best thing, like here in Canada, there are places that they can go, and if they want to fight, there is a place for that. You go further north where they are now, like up in Yukon or in Northwest Territory, where it's a lot cooler, and so if they want to go and fight, be all means, because you know it's so cold, and their families should just stay up there than being down where it's a little bit warmer. But the bad thing is, though, our borders between Canada and the United States, there's no wall, no nothing on the border that we should have here in Canada and the United States, because you get two ethnic groups that are trying to escape from Canada, or will probably try to, fly into the airports and then escape south. And I want to stop that. If they want to stay here in Canada and visit Canada, then that be different. Then they have no problems. But the only places that will see more traffic in that will be the St. Lawrence River. Would be one of them, because it would not have a wall on that river to go through the United States. And besides that, there's an indigenous people that live in the area where they usually escape. So these indigenous people will be like the link to bring them back and forth from United States to Canada, or Canada to the United States. They would just bring them on. So their feet will touch the United States, and they won't be able to, escape. Or not escape, but they be in somewhere where it's a little bit more warmer. Because the further south you go in the United States, the more warmer you get, right? But it gets to the part where if there's no action up here in Canada, if there's no action being prevented, meaning that there's no walls or anything to prevent people to escape either south or north, then they're freely to go back and forth. Now another thing is as well is the drug problem. Canada, like I said, Canada has an open border. An open border. There's no walls, no nothing like that. So drugs can go freely back and forth without anybody knowing that they went into Canada's side or the United States side. They have drones going all over the place down in the States, but up here there's nothing. And so I have to say, a wall, and then put turrets on those walls. You put turrets on those walls, that makes those people second guess and make those people, you know, do they want to risk their life going through it without being gunned down? No, I think it's going to happen. I think it will happen. Look at United States on the Mexican border. Donald Trump wants to do something about it so that they be able to stop that incoming. A lot of people going there um, from the southern border, so that they go up. Now they're finding an easier way to go from into the United States and all that stuff. And I'm finding it's going to be really tough um, in the future. And that's not just for the immigrants that are here in Canada now. I'm simply saying, like the ones that came in process and everything else to become a Canadian citizen so that they can stay here. But the ones that are coming here, across the rivers or whatever, they need something to stop that so that they can't go any further north or can't go any further south. And I think turrets would be the one on the border walls to prevent anybody escaping south or north or south. And would it come soon? No, it will not come soon, but it will come. If the United States got attacked within itself and they figure out where they came from, then they will have no choice but to build a wall with turrets on it so that nobody else will be able to escape. Same thing here in Canada. It's the same thing. So, in both respect, if I was a prime minister or going to run for prime minister of Canada, I wouldn't be with the liberals. I wouldn't be with the conservatives up here. I'd be a third party. Will do things the right way for both sides. That's one thing I would do. But anyways, just continue.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Clara, we need to talk.
Well, hurry up then.
Okay,
Why
we
don't
already
I
have
think
done this. So
you've done. You have. And I want.
If I fall down, I'll just get up again. Push. Look at me. Pure. Do you know how?
Clara,
If I
okay,
can, if I slip. Gods.
I know. But just because a wound. Accepting that. It just means
there was
not
like a
letting it
way.
hurt
Oh,
me
you
over
can
and
skip
over.
it. Okay, skip. There, I don't have to worry. All right, so done that. And you know that magic thing? I can do that now, actually. When we talk to him.
Welcome.
But yeah, anyways, like I said, it's just going to get worse within North America in the next 60 years, I think, because some ethnic groups will come in either United States or in Canada, or going from Canada to the United States or United
Indeed.
States to Canada. Some ethnic groups will become an enemy and will make things a lot worse for the people that just don't want that. And it's going to happen very soon. During the 80s and 90s, it wasn't as bad as it is today. Uh, because of the politics and all that, they got to put a stop so that they be able to. Uh, so that they can be able to
Intriguing.
um, do stuff the right way. But right now, the politics are just making it worse, and they're trying to do what is called an internal war in these places where people are going to be moving out of the country, and moving somewhere else so that they be able to have not a lot of it. Some people would go to Japan, others would go to Australia or New Zealand. Personally, for me, I would love to go to New Zealand just because of the just because of it. That if I wasn't sick and if I was working, that's what I would do.
Yeah? He's a menace.
Who?
Your little wizard friend, Albrecht. He's been driving everyone crazy. Half my squad's complained this month alone.
Whoa, slow down. What's he doing that's bothering people so much?
Poking, prodding, asking bizarre questions. The other day, Marshall was practicing her spell work on the training field. He spent half the afternoon staring at her and scribbling notes. It was creepy.
That certainly sounds like Albrecht.
I don't know what he's up to, and I don't care. Deal with it, or I will.
Alright, gotta talk to him again. Oh, I gotta... So, I'm hoping in the future that it wouldn't, but there's a glim hope that a lot of things will start to happen. With Donald Trump, there's a good chance with Donald Trump being the person that will make it as a president again. It's going to get harder as the days and years will go by. Okay.
Yes?
Marshall, what is it?
Eden, good timing. That sign you've been waiting for. I think I found it. Marcus of House Siegwolf has been making some unusual moves. Leonard?
Yes, my lady. I'll take over from here. We've recently confirmed that Marcus has been purchasing arms in bulk from Hullisburg. He's also been arranging covert meetings with some colorful individuals, including mercenaries that have been spotted coming and going from the city.
Then that would mean...
He's preparing for war. It's the only explanation.
If we've got this information, Ballastar's people will too.
I agree. I expect they'll respond before long.
Leonard, keep an eye on them. If he moves a single soldier that way, I want to know about it.
Of course.
As soon as that report comes in, we'll call in all forces and decide what to do.
Understood.
Okay, got it.
Yes?
What's this I hear about Albrecht following you around?
Oh, that ridiculous business. Honestly, I'd already forgotten about it. I'm more concerned with his, shall we say, eccentric suggestions.
Such as?
Well, he recently suggested I try wearing a blindfold in the next battle. For research. More seriously, he suggested we focus our magical training efforts exclusively on those with innate talent. And let all the other recruits wither.
Yeah, okay. That's a problem.
I'm sure he's got good intentions, but the man has no social graces whatsoever.
Alright. Gotta go to...
Welcome back.
Actually, hang on. Okay. Confirm. Right on.
Many thanks.
I do believe there's going to be turrets up in the future, especially in the borders, because that's the next step. Nobody's going to understand that the turrets, and especially in the southern border, if Trump is going to do what he's going to do, this is not going to be really good for the relationship between Mexico and
Welcome.
Albrecht, why are you bothering people?
I have no idea what you mean.
I hear you've been following Marshall around, among other things.
Oh, that. Just a bit of odd research.
And what exactly are you researching?
The Eidolons, of course. I've realized there are severe gaps in our foundational knowledge about the actual mechanics of magic. The more I understand, the better I can train you. And the better I can train you,
The sooner the war ends. That explains why you've been acting like a lunatic. But what does that have to do with pestering people?
well, I can't exactly continue my historical inquiries, given our present situation.
So you decided to start using your allies as test subjects?
Oh, you make it sound so sinister.
Alright, that's it. No more studying people.
Well, what do you suggest? Study myself?
Why not?
Actually, if you and I were to duel, that could be rather productive. Very well, then. I'll speak to the Master of Arms and arrange it. See you there.
Alright. Now we're going to go and see Masters of Arms, which is up here. No. Master of Arms. Where? Yeah. Oh, right here. Boop. We're going to go and fight with him. And we're going to do lightning. I don't know. There. This is elemental magic. This is what I need to do. Level 1, level 4, so. Oh shit. I messed up, but that's okay. Messed up. Alright.
Welcome.
Well, did you learn anything useful?
Too soon to say for sure, but it's certainly given me much to think about. And you? Did you discover anything new?
I discovered you hit really hard.
I believe in rigorous research.
So are you satisfied for now? No more driving everyone crazy?
I will try to keep my inquiries unobtrusive.
Good. And I'll tell Andrea not to break your legs.
Was she considering it? Gods, you should have just said that from the start. That woman is terrifying.
Alright, that's cool. I don't have to spat with him anymore, which is good. But I gotta go to her. You know, everything that you see here in this game is that you have to prep yourself. Like, these guys are training how to fight properly and all that, you know? And then you got two right here that are looking on, seeing how everything is done. And same with her. She has to make sure that everybody's training the right way so that they don't have a problem with everything of their sorts, you know? So when you have these things, you got to control the people that you're around. Not in the bad way, but in a good control way. So say if a person who's really aggressive and all that stuff, that person needs to be not controlled, but it needs something to let that person steam out. And usually it'd be like, maybe it'd be training like a fight like this, you know? Getting the sense of taking out the armor, or taking out the, without hurting anybody. Or just go to a, what is called a dummy, and then you do more. It's something, you know? But everybody needs to have some sort of thing to take off their minds. Either it's training, building, planning, strategizing, looking at the aerial, you know, go and fly around, looking at the aerial place. You know, a lot of people have different set of problems, and a lot of that is like too many people. And you know what? Here's the other thing that will happen, and I guarantee this is already happening right now, is that in the United States and even in Canada, there are what are called spy groups. Now, these spy groups are for people that are outside, but doesn't mean that they spy outside of their country. They're actually spying inside their country. China is one of them. They will spy on their citizens all the time. United States and Canada are doing the same thing, where they're putting up a lot of cameras out in the street, like the streets and all that stuff. You know, a lot of things are starting to come into a focus where it's just going to get worse in the future, where people are spying on people. And boy, this guy should be bigger, but you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have a lot of people that are not going to do. They're not going to like that. And, you know, the problem is that governments are really worried. So, say like the government of, you know, like the Republican Party, they will set up a new task force, and they will put up like certain things to spy on the certain ethnic groups in the United States. And I think that's going to happen here as well, in Canada as well, which is not, I'm not saying it's not a bad thing, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm saying it's a concerning right now as time goes by. I say about 60 years from now, you're going to see a lot of changes in North America, and it doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem like we're going to be a second world country here in Canada. That's for sure. A second world country. We're going to be in a very bad spot. United States as well going to be a second world country. Because people are just going to not, people are not going to be relying on them. They're going to be relying on someone else. And if they rely on, other ethnic groups that are, say, Europe or something, that is, they might go with someone else and don't go against the United States. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be very different. And as well, the trade wars are going to happen very shortly too. Um, you figure that the trade wars on certain countries already have bypassed, but it hasn't. It's going to happen, and our prime minister was pretty much trying to give up his role as prime minister because if Donald Trump becomes president of the United States, again, Trudeau will be stuck in that situation where he's going to have to either give up his seat for the Conservatives so that the Conservatives will get that amount of blunt instead of the Conservatives or instead of the Liberals. And I think the Liberals will probably give up within next year, next summer. I think they're going to have a quick, not a quick, but a what is it called? A quick or a snap re-election. I think it's called a snap re-election, where the one government is seeing where people will say he's not doing a good job and all that stuff. So the next group party leader will be like that, but it's going to hit them as well. It's going to hit them really hard. To that, it's just everything is just going to be pretty much gone here in Canada. You might also well see in Quebec, they probably will split up Canada, which means that the eastern coast and that will be pretty much gone. And they've been fighting for a long time to split from Canada, and now the western coast probably will split too. Who knows what will happen? I don't know what will happen, but we'll see.
Well, well. Look who it is.
I was wondering if I could talk to you about Joanna.
Why?
She seems a little reserved, especially for someone in a position of authority around here.
So why are you talking to me about it? I'm busy.
I didn't want to step on your toes. Plus, you two are... whatever you are.
Joanna doesn't talk much.
Well, I knew that already.
What I mean is, it's not just some cute personality quirk. Joanna's had some trouble. She doesn't...
Okay, let's just skip that. Alright. The way things are looking right now, I don't think... I wouldn't be surprised if there's ever anything that will happen. Even with, down in the south would be a civil war. People from the south going up into Canada to be away from the war and all that stuff to make it so that they have a better life. But eventually what will happen is that people won't be able to because they won't be able to. The borders will be closed and there will be more authority as on a boundary line that nobody will be able to get from the United States up into Canada. At the beginning they will, but not at as time goes on. It's just going to get a little bit harder.
Hello.
Joanna, what are you doing?
Listening.
You mean eavesdropping on your own soldiers?
I'm gathering information on unit morale. It's more efficient than talking to them.
More efficient or just less scary for you? I'm not saying you have to change who you are, but communicating is part of being a leader.
I see. In that case, would you like to accompany me on my rounds today?
Me? What for?
Talking is part of being a leader. So let's talk. I could use the practice.
You want to use me to practice small talk?
If it's a problem...
No, I think it's a great idea. Let's do it. Where to first?
The square. I need to assess the density of merchant stands for evacuation planning.
Sounds great. I'll meet you there.
Not here. Hang on. Okay, where am I? Alright, I know I'm going the right way.
Alright, here we are. Any thoughts you'd like to share?
It's an efficient marketplace.
Joanna, you wanted to practice conversation, so converse.
I apologize. This is awkward for me.
Okay, I'll start. How do you think our little shops compare to Leary are?
In what sense?
I don't know. Variety? Our offerings are pretty poor compared to a city like that.
I disagree. Lyriar is a residential city. Its shopping district has to cater to an array of needs. Our markets serve two purposes: keeping soldiers alive and happy. They do that well.
I guess that's one way to look at it. You know, I just figured something out about you. It's not that you have trouble talking to people. It's that you only enjoy talking about things you think actually matter.
I suppose that's true. On that note, I've finished my observations here. The training field is next on my list.
Lead the way.
Training field. So this is the... Where's that sign? So, okay, right there. So where am I? Okay, so this is where I need to be for that thing. Okay. Let's go here.
So, what's next on your task list?
Spot checking equipment wear. It'll just take a moment.
You know, it occurs to me I never see you training out here.
I maintain my skills privately. Claire doesn't mind.
That's surprising. She'd skin anybody else alive.
We've worked together long enough for her to understand that my talents lie elsewhere.
Lucky you.
I agree. Her training regimen lately has gotten... extreme. Truthfully, I find it a bit exhausting.
Wow. Never thought I'd hear you engage in gossip. Joanna? Did I say something wrong?
No. I'm simply finished here.
My last stop is the stables. I'll meet you there.
Sure. So, what are you up to here?
Nothing. I just come here between tasks to settle my mind. I find the smell calming. It reminds me of the ranch where I grew up.
Oh, I had no idea.
No one does. Not even Clara.
Aren't you two best friends?
No. Business partners at best. Usually, anyway.
Speaking of Clara, I'm curious about something.
Yes?
If you were trying to avoid talking to people, why choose the mercenary life?
It paid well. But working on my own, or with most other mercenaries, proved to be challenging. Clara and I never had that problem. She did the talking, I did the thinking.
I mean, that's good, I suppose. But you can't go through life that way forever.
You're not wrong. To tell the truth, I've recently begun to think the same. Maybe that's why I asked you along today. Thank you for accompanying me. It was helpful. I can finish the rest on my own. Perhaps I'll even strike up a conversation or two.
Glad to hear it.
Alright, we're done with that. Gotta go see. Him.
How's it going?
Did you find anything useful on that behemoth carcass?
Yeah, we got some good materials. Horns, claws, the usual. Oh, and a sword.
What? What do you mean, a sword?
Thing had a sword in it.
Why would a monster be carrying around a weapon? That makes no sense.
Look, I'm just telling you what I found.
Okay, so where was it?
In its stomach, duh.
That makes even less sense. How would it survive having a sword in its guts?
What do I look like, a monsterologist? All I know is, when me and Robin cut that thing open, this is what fell out.
Whoa, that behemoth had good taste. Did you find anything else in there?
You don't want to know.
Mind if I borrow this? I want to have the blacksmith take a look at it.
Your kill, your sword.
Alright.
Have you ever seen a weapon like this?
Wow, that's a beauty. How'd you come across this?
In the belly of a monster.
Huh, you don't say. Of all the strange places. Well, the material is certainly interesting. Looks like it's got soulstone baked right into the metal. Honestly, I don't even know how you would forge something like this.
What makes you say that?
Soulstone's not a friendly ore. It takes a lot of heat to shape it even a little. Something like this, you'd need to forge about 10 times hotter than this one here.
Oh, my butt hurts.
Whoever made that used some kind of weird magic, or I'll eat my hat.
Interesting. Guess I better go talk to a weird mage.
Okay. Mage.
Welcome.
What can you tell me about this?
Gods, isn't that marvelous?
Francisco said he found it in that monster's stomach. And the blacksmith said it had to be forged with magic. Do you sense anything from it?
The metal exudes a powerful elemental aura of lightning.
You mean like mine? The Eidolon thing?
Similar, but not identical. I wonder where it came from. One of the storm cults, perhaps. Well, it matters not. Either you found it, or it found you. I recommend you put it to use.
You think an antique like this will hold up in battle?
I do. And I wager it's got a trick or two as well.
I do like tricks.
All right. Okay, one more. Gotta talk to him.
Yeah?
Any news in Faunoct province that I should know about?
Nothing much, though we have been getting some complaints lately.
Complaints from who?
Some of the other colorful souls who live around here. Hermits and such. Apparently they don't like how we conduct monster hunts.
It's always something.
Hey, if you're interested, one of the...
I'm gonna just skip it. Do this. I don't know. This whole day has been very... This whole day's been very odd for me, you know? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. More stuff is gonna come.
Hi there. My name's Eden. I'm in charge around here.
Well, well. The great hero of Faunoct has finally deigned to grace me with a meeting. How kind of you to stoop to the level of us lowly outcasts, Your Grace.
I understand you've got some kind of issue with our
Okay. Now. Ah, yeah. Right. This way.
Yeah? How'd it go?
terrible. I could barely...
Trying to get this as much as I can, and then I can go and do a fight.
I'm back, and I'd like to apologize.
I'm listening.
It doesn't matter who's right or wrong. We stomped in here and made your life worse.
Oh, I apologize too. I shouldn't have gone off like that. You're just trying to help. It's not like it's been all bad. It's certainly safer around here now. Just hungrier.
How about this? We don't intend to be here forever, but in the meantime, what if we share?
Share? What?
Everything. Any monsters we kill, will set aside a portion of what we harvest for you.
Well, that would be great. Oh, but you folks probably kill a lot more meat than I know what to do with.
But there are others around here, right?
Well, sure. A couple of loners like me, some families, a little scraggly village or two.
Think you could put us in touch? Same offer. Anybody whose feathers we've ruffled, we'll make it right. I'll even throw in some supplies for your help. How's a dozen new bows sound?
Sounds like a fair deal to me. I take it back. You folks are good people.
We try to be, anyway.
Wrong way. I keep getting lost in this area. Don't know why.
Yeah?
I took care of that situation.
I heard. Nicely done, Cap.
I guess so.
Problem?
Used to be that would have taken me one conversation instead of 5.
Oh, you bastard. There we go. There we go. Now, I need to do one last thing. I gotta see about everybody's health. There we go. I gotta go down here. She has a spear. Does she have? Okay. He has an axe. He will have a sword. Okay. You know what? Let's give it to her. There. Okay, should be good now. Don't have to worry. But that was get into a battle. Oh, urchin. Okay. Urchin stuff, eh? Okay, where's this? It's right there. Okay, battle stuff. So I need to go. Gilbert, do some fighting there. I knew you have something here. There. I don't see anything else. Yeah, right here. Got to do some battles. All right, enter. Gotta do bandit stuff, alright. Yep. after this, let's see. Okay, looks like. All right. There. Okay, skip. Yeah, there is a wizard. So I'm not gonna try. I'm just gonna end turn. There we go. Let them come to me so that you'll be able to get them, right? Okay, here we go.
The destination doesn't matter. It's the people you're with.
And then, oh wow, you're kidding me. This guy got it. Oh, nice. Ooh, that's good. That is good. Okay.
Plans are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Okay, I need... It's a pretty good hit.
I hope this helps.
Okay, magic. Oh yeah, he go. Sweet.
As you command.
I don't think I can. Oh yeah, I can. He gone.
As you wish.
Right on. Okay.
A solid plan.
Don't know if I'll be able to. Nope.
Go ahead, open your mouth. I'll put an arrow in it.
Here you go. Sweet. Assassin.
Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
Raise your swords! This is not the place we die!
When your heart starts racing, slow down and take a moment.
Alright. Right on. Sweet. Alright, so we're good.
I will bring justice to this land.
Sweet.
Words veil daggers.
Right on. Now she can actually...
People who run their mouths die first.
Here you go. Right on.
No flame can extinguish my will.
There you go. There you go.
Sure thing, Cap.
For Lady Marshall.
Let's see here. Critical, but well, it's a critical hit, but it's not like a...
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
Okay, he's gone.
To live alone in darkness. Nothing can scare me more than that.
Got him down. Halfway.
Tomorrow's a new day!
There.
No problem.
Fine.
It's all on me.
Oh yeah. Here you go. Sweet.
Simple enough.
You can do this. You can do this.
All right, there we go.
I'll do what I can.
I can handle that.
Cool.
Acknowledged.
Right on.
I'll take care of it.
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
If you say so.
It's time.
Sure thing.
Sweet.
I hear you.
Yeah, I can't. No choice.
Understood.
There.
All right.
Be enough.
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
Burn them.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Francisco the Bold has arrived!
I march towards tomorrow.
There we go. Got him down.
No sweat.
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
Cyclone.
You got it, kid.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
And he's gone. Should be good now. Boom. victory is ours. Right on. Okay. Um, Blacksmith. Dead or alive? Read. Let's see, who's this? Huh. Wanted dead or alive. Give me a second here, or give me a few seconds, or even a minute or so. Gotta go. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. Alright. Should I do? Okay. Oh, looks like I can't do anything, so. It's just reading material, basically. Treacherous information wanted for personal insult against the Emperor. Huh. Alright. Okay. I think that's it. It's almost like 3:30. I think he's... Save it. Binding time. That's what I'm doing right now. Binding time. Anyways. 3 side quests. Better know how to get those side quests. But let me look around. Oh, there we go. Up. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure I went to here, right? Yeah. Take a look. No. Gilbert. I don't know. Alright. I will be continuing on with this game on Monday, around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is New York time. I'll let you guys know on my eyes, how they are on that day. I got an eye appointment on Monday afternoon. The guy's gonna reevaluate my eyes and see how they are, if I need anything in the future, or if there might be something that I need to do in the future. They might tell me that day on it. But later on next month, I have to go back seeing the same eye surgeon. That's who I'm seeing, is an eye surgeon. So this is kind of freaky because it's dealing with my eyes um, on Monday. Hopefully, I don't need any surgery because I can see perfectly fine in that. There was a case that I was seeing black spots with a white spot in one location of my eye. It feels like someone was shining a light to my eye, and always catches me. But it could be, it could be anything. You know, it could be the drug that I'm taking, like the different drugs that I'm taking for medication and that, or for from the THC, CBD, the what is it called? The vape pen that I have. It could be from that too, because I started last year in not that long after, probably of this year, April. I had a stronger dosage, so that stronger dosage could have done something, made my eyes kind of weird. Um, and then on Tuesday of next week, I will let you guys know on Tuesday evening about the situation of my infusion and how that gone and everything else. If I cannot talk on that day, on the 3rd of October, it's because of the um, drug that I'm taking that day. So that drug is going to be, it's a stronger drug compared to the Remicade that I was taking. Um, like it's a bit more potent, I guess, inside the drug and everything. So if my tongue is swollen that I can't do anything about, then I have to wait so that my tongue will be able to heal. In that, I won't be able to talk, but I'll probably be able to stream. I may be talking, but I might be talking in a really weird way for that day. But I don't know, I don't know how my body would react with that drug. So it's just a matter of knowing what's going to happen and all that stuff. Um, I'm going to leave it here for today. I know I didn't do very much fights. I only did that side fight right there. But besides that, I did do some stuff. I wish that I did save last time, which I didn't save. So this time, I'm going to make sure that I save it again. And hopefully, it will save the game so that next time I'll be able to play it where I am so that I can do the battles on Monday. Hopefully, if I can see. If I can't see that night or anything like that, I will try to stream that evening. There's just so much with my health that I have to worry about. I can't really worry about anything else except for my own self, right? So I'll let you guys know on Monday how I do, um, and then on Tuesday as well. But anyways, if you like this stream, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. If you already have subscribed to this stream, please put a thumbs up or a like, doesn't matter which one, and so that I know that you like this content. And again, I'm sorry about the shortness of this stream, but I just have other things on my mind right now that just needs to be taken care of either today or tomorrow, and then so forth. But anyways, I'll catch you all on Monday around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is Monday evening on that day, and then I'll let you guys know about Tuesday. I'm pretty sure I will be streaming on Tuesday evening, but I'm just not too sure about everything else. Um, I'm just, like I said, this is a new drug that I'm taking, so, and I don't know how my body will react. So either I'll be coming in quietly, or I, or nothing. Otherwise, I'd be like, you know, chat texting you guys on my stream. That might also happen too. So if I do chat text, it just means that I can't talk that day. But anyways, I'll catch you all later. Y'all have a great weekend wherever you are. If you are drinking, make sure you're get a ride home, designated driver, take the Uber, taxi, bus, and make sure that you have someone right beside you so that you are, you know, so that you be fine when you go home. Either if it's a lady or a male, a good person, not a person that's questionable, you know, just kind of go with it. All right, yo. I catch ya. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe, as always, and be healthy as well. All right. Bye for now. See you on Monday.